What's up, Soul Family, and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihili Titianti Kikara, and this is going to be a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury's for the second half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now, with that being said, the Sun is our actions, our viewpoints, and how we see the world around us, and it is going to be in the energies of mutable Earth, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And Virgo itself was born in the 6th house, so schedules, routines, patterns, health, and yeah. You, Gemini, are mutable air, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and communicating. And Gemini itself was born out of the 3rd house of familiarity, and people and places and things that you find familiar, as well as your local surroundings. So, Gemini does square Virgo, so you're going to be in a learning process of learning how to be practical with your mutable air energies. You're going to have to be more. You're going to be learning how to be more practical before you just communicate. So anything and everything that you're going to communicate at the moment is going to be towards learning how to be more practical about your communication as well as your thinking. In any case, I'm going to pull 9 cards out of the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, then pull clarification cards, and then I will pull 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck in order to end the reading off. Let's see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. So, with that being said, let's start this reading. I'll shuffle these cards 2 more times and we will begin. So, yeah. We will begin. So, your overall energies of the reading is the Queen of Swords. So this is you being self-aware, standing in your truth, and communicating sound advice. Just be warned to not communicate or give advice to cut others down. Right? Be careful with advice you give, but you are standing in your truth and communicating your what your truth is, as well as sound advice to others. Now, your first card is the 7 of Pentacles, so this is you going through a trial and error with whatever you are working on or whatever you're doing in your life. But this is also a card, at least for me, of warning to not be impatient. Alright? Don't be impatient. Just because things don't seem like they're growing as fast as you would like them to, doesn't mean that they aren't going to grow. Just keep working at it, keep putting the energy work into what you are doing at the moment, especially if it's for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being, and don't let yourself stray off the path of where you've worked so hard to get. Alright, just keep working, and if it's meant to be, it will grow and flourish for you. But you are in a trial and error of energy during the first half of the Sun, transitioning the sign of Virgo. Now the second card is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is talking about you being a little bit introverted due to choppy waters, aka choppy emotions, little unstable emotions, which in turn you need to create higher perspectives, or I advise you to create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive feelings in order to open yourself up in a positive way and not let these emotions get to you. Alright? Your third card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Devil card. So this is Capricorn energy, so you could deal with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Capricorn in your chart. And if so, these energies will be applied to you, amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Real quick, before I continue with this card, Dr. Mom is going to come home, so the dogs may bark. So if they do, just do your best to just ignore it, or I might cut that out. real quick and then paste these videos together and go from there. But with continuing on with the Devil card, this is you being in fear or spheres of reality by you creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. Instead of creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings, you should create that higher perspective and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward to get out of that sphere of reality. Right? And we'll also clarify this when we get to it. Now your fourth card is the Empress card, which is Taurus energy, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now this is you standing in your power, realizing your potential and your values, as well as being valued as a whole. Alright, so you're in a really good energy and you're noticing your value and what you bring and offer to the world as well. Now this is a pregnancy card, so if you're not trying to have children, do your best to real protection if you don't want to have children, because this is a fertility card. But yeah, you are standing in your values and standing for what, and realizing and noticing your own value with what you bring into the world, like I said. Now your fifth card is the Six of Wands. So this is called a victory. So you're stepping into a victorious energy with what you are doing. But you just gotta you gotta stand and understand that this feel that you're creating for yourself by creating a sphere of reality, by creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings, is your own doing, and you need to bypass this energy as well as the Page of Cups energy, as we can see here, but we will clarify these both of them when we get to it. This is you stepping into a victorious energy during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now your sixth card is the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is you feeling the need to defend yourself due to maybe past experiences or just visions in general. Maybe getting negative visions. Again, create that higher perspective and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings, and understand and overstand that you are a spirit, aka being a spirit is no thing, no shape, no form. So you are not these thoughts or feelings or visions. These are visions that you're either being influenced from the external world or visions that you're creating for yourself due to past experiences. So do your best to create that higher perspective once again and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now your seventh card that you get for the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Pentacles, this is talking about you taking care of yourself. Alright, I'm back. I had to cut it, but we were on the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is talking about you taking care of yourself and taking care of what you do. And it also is another card of fertility. So both with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles here, this is talking about a really fertile energy. So with that being said, do your best to real protection if you do not want children. Now, this is also a card about taking care of others around you while taking care of yourself and what you are working on. Now, with the eighth card, you get the Sun card. So this is Leo energy. So you could be dealing with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have Leo in your chart. And so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. But in any case, this is talking about you being in a happy place, in a happy spot in your life. So there is a sense of happiness in your life, like I said. Your last card, but definitely not least, from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. So you could deal with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Sagittarius in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, with that being said, this is you performing alchemy or combining two or more words together in order to equal them out. Right? So you're performing alchemy by combining two or more words together in moderation during this time. Now, let's move on to clarifications. So, with that being said, let's clarify. Okay, so you might be scattered because the cards just went everywhere. But let's move on to clarifications. So clarifying the Queen of Swords is the Page of Cups. So even though you want to stand in your truth and you are self-aware of standing in your truth and wanting to give sound advice, you may be a little bit emotionally unstable because we have the Page of Cups clarifying the Queen of Swords. So you may be a little bit emotionally unstable with spreading or putting this out into the world. Alright? So even though you want to, because of you are in an introverted state, is what I'm attempting to say. So don't let these unstable emotions get the best of you, but standing in your truth, be self-aware, and give sound advice when it's needed to others. Now, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So, like I said, I felt like you were working on something. So with the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Pentacles, don't be impatient when it comes to your work and sharing your work with others. You may even be in a collaboration of some sort with the Three of Pentacles here. But you're going through a trial and error. But again, I can't stress this enough. Don't be impatient with whatever you are working on. If it doesn't seem like it's growing as fast as you want, keep giving it energy, especially if it's for the better of your well-being. And if it's meant to be, it will flourish. Now with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So you may be, so I feel a feeling of you acting practical as well as slow and methodical, and because you're being cautious, alright? So you're being cautious and very practical about what you're doing. So this may be why, this is why you are being introverted, is because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to make mistakes. Well, it's okay to make mistakes. Make the mistakes and experience it. With those mistakes that you do make, you can extract the wisdom and learn from those mistakes moving forward. So, like I said, open yourself up and don't let yourself move too slow while you procrastinate. But this is a card of being very practical about what you're doing. So, with the Devil card is clarified by the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Aquarius in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. But in any case, you are being optimistic and hoping for the best, but you may be having fear about this optimistic, about things not going as well as you want them to. Be optimistic and just be in the energies of what you want to manifest in your life. Don't let fear or you creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings, creating spheres of reality of negativity to deter you from healing fully, alright? And going after what you want and desire in your life. Now with the Empress card is clarified by the King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, clarifying the Empress card, this is saying that you are very business-like and you've worked hard to get where you are. And because of the hard work that you've put in, you'll notice in your value, alright? But don't be greedy or selfish, because the King of Pentacles can be greedy or selfish due to having to work that hard and feeling justified or entitled. But this is also a card of being too cautious, where you don't want to move anywhere else because you're already on that top of the world. Don't sit on the top. You always want to have an move uphill. Alright, you always want to learn and be more and more and more, because once you're on top, the only way to go is down. So, enjoy this energy, but always strive for more in your life. Now, with the Six of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Swords. So, even though you're in a place of victory, you may be feeling trapped within your mind and not noticing how the victorious energy around you. Alright? So this is for your own doing. Alright, so with that being said, don't let your mind trick you into believing that you're not in the place that you are, because you are in a place of victory during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. As you can see here, the woman is blindfolded with the swords behind her, so that is your own doing. Do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward so you can step into this energy of feeling victorious. Now with the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands, this is you being optimistic and outgoing, as well as not caring about other people's thoughts and feelings. But in doing so, I feel like you are doing this to yourself, right? So these visions are you're creating them for yourself, because this is a card standing and optimistic and going after what you want and desire very passionately. But clarifying the Seven of Wands can state that you are creating negative visions for yourself. Keep being optimistic and keep striving for what you want and desire during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Virgo. Now with the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So the not Two of Pentacles, but the Two of Cups. So with the Two of Cups being here, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, this is talking about you either being with a new relationship, a new energy within an existing relationship, or you listening to your higher self with whatever it is that you are working on. Okay? Whatever the case may be, continue to do what's best for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Virgo. Now with the Sun card is clarified by the Chariot card, which is Cancer energy. So you're dealing with the Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have Cancer in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Virgo. But by you emotionally connecting and moving towards what you want and desire, you will all stepping into a place of happiness and happiness around you. Alright, keep moving emotionally towards what you want and desire during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. And with the Temperance card is clarified by the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is talking about you being very logical and fair, but you may be a little bit too much up in your head. Do your best to balance your thoughts and emotions out in an equal manner so that you can combine these two or more words together in moderation and balance. But continue to be fair, and it's okay to be analytical and logical about what it is that you're doing, but it's not okay to be too much up in your head. So again, balance your thoughts and emotions out during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck to end your reading off by seeing what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. So, your first card that you get is New Moon and Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So being confident is your key to success. Don't let fear entrap you from moving further towards what you want and desire in your life. Don't let your thoughts or you yourself create negative thoughts or feelings about where you're going, because you are heading into a place of victory. But these negative thoughts can deter you from stepping into that place of victory. Now, the Star card is clarifying the Devil. So remember, don't let fear deter you from healing and being optimistic, going after what you want and desire. And remember to not be impatient while doing so. But confidence is your key to success during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. Now, your second card that you get from the Mother Moon Mother Moon wants to give to you through me is New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So you and your loved ones are safe during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo. So stop this worrying, stop this fear, stop creating negative visions for yourself, stop creating negative thoughts for yourself. Because you're all going through a learning phase, so it's understandable, but understand and understand that you and your loved ones are safe. So keep doing what you're doing, keep striving for what you want and desire during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now, your third and last but not least card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon. Surrender to the divine. So surrender to the divine during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Don't let your fears, don't let yourself create negative thoughts and feelings and create spheres of reality, of negativity, aka fears, or trap yourself in your own mind. Understand and overstand your values and what you plant seeds and what you offer to the world, and surrender to the divine while doing so, and continue to put your work out there and communicate about it during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. And just gonna say it again, surrender to the divine. Now, with that being said, that will be all for this general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Risings, and Mercury's for the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Virgo. I wish y'all the best. I hope this helped, brought aided or brought clarity to anyone that needed it. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dora the Pilot Man, Shout out to Rise Astrology, Esoteric Cloud, Soul Forward, and Native Flying High. Shout out to the whole Soul family. If you're looking for crystals and gems, go check out Lex Crystal Goddess or Salmon Sensation on IG. If you're looking for hats, check out VI Izzle. If you're looking for wands, check out wands55.com. And with that being said, that'll be all for this reading. I wish y'all the best. Y'all be blessed, but you'll never be less. And until next time, y'all take care and peace.